Starting off giving all glory, all praise to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, God of Israel, to the 12 tribes of Israel, Black Stallions and Native Americans. This is Shard coming in with another lesson. And today's title is Don't Look for Reparations. Okay? So first, before we get into anything, let's go ahead and look up what the definition of reparations means. Reparations. Definition. The definition of reparations is the making of amends for a wrong one has done by paying money to or otherwise helping those who have been wronged. Okay, so when we talk about reparations and something was a major topic, you know what I'm saying, which we've all learned about and studied and was taught in school, slavery in America. Okay, and mostly the slavery of African Americans, also known as the tribe of Judah. And you got the Levites and the Benjaminites. Okay, really any dark-skinned person that was in the Americas in the times of slavery. Okay, so I was scrolling, saw a couple articles which I'm gonna bring out, and one of the articles read. Let me go to it. It says a bill. Hold on, it's loading up. It says this is from NPR Politics podcast from November 12, 2021. A bill to study reparations for slavery had momentum in Congress, but still no vote. Right, okay. So, just letting you know that the topic was brought up amongst congressmen and women of, hey, anybody want to speak on reparations for the African Americans that were in slavery? Maybe paying them back, maybe give them a lump sum, $500 each, $1,000 each, $1,500 each, $2,000, in which, of course, that would help for a little bit, for a little time, But as Israelites, I'm speaking on mostly Judah, it's the men and women and children of Judah. Don't expect no reparations from the wicked. You're not getting it. These are the same ones that broke up our households, and I got a lesson on that. Reasons of broken households. It starts with the systematic system, solitarian system, child support, fucking Section 8 housing, breaking up the man out the house, letting the kid grow up on his own, and the mama just let him do what they want, But we on this lesson of reparations for slavery, and like I said, we don't look for reparations. Because first of all, the only reparations that we should be looking for is from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, turning back to the law, doing what we know we're supposed to be doing out here, you know what I'm saying, focusing on, bettering ourselves every day, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And that's the most important reparation, and being redeemed out of here, But while we on this earth, man, I'm gonna keep reading the article, but while we on this earth, we can't expect the wicked to lend a helping hand to every fucking single black person in this country. Can't expect that. And they're not gonna do that. Like you see, it say had momentum in Congress, but still no vote, and it's not gonna be a vote. Let's see. Matter of fact, I don't even have to read the article anymore. I'm just get right into the scriptures. Okay. Now let's see where I'm gonna start at, because these scripts really not in order. So I'm gonna just pick where I think I should start at. Okay, I'm gonna start at Psalms chapter 78, verse 59 to 61. When God heard this, he was wroth and greatly abhorred Israel. So whatever we did, going off, we pissed him off to the point to where he had hate. He had, hate not at towards us, but what we was doing. Basically breaking the laws. So that he forsook the tabernacle of Shiloh, the tent which he placed among men, and delivered his strength into captivity and his glory into the enemy's hands, right? And that happened back then, and that's going on right now, because first of all, let's just put some facts out there, okay? The first black president that we ever had wasn't even black. He was fucking Hamite. Okay, same for Kamala Harris. She's I know she's an Indian, but I don't know that actual. I forgot the actual nationality. I got it wrote down, but okay, ain't never been no black president. Ain't never been no motherfucking Ain't no black person in this world is an elite. No, this world is given to the hands of the wicked. This is their heaven, okay? And for all the laws, breaking the laws and transgressions and sins that we committed, how about Shemi Awashai is constantly and we forced his hand doing it. You know what I'm saying? We made him do it. We were just reason he did it. He didn't just do it because he's just wanted us in captivity. But for all the times we broke the laws, what happens? We get really right back into captivity, into captivity, into captivity. We ruled for a time, back into captivity. Ruled for a time, back into captivity. Ruled for a time, back into captivity. And where we at now? In the Babylonian captivity. And this is gonna be the last captivity we ever in, because after this we're gonna be able to rule forever and ever. We know that. But while we on this earth right now, think about everything that we got that goes on. You know what I'm saying? You go to warehouses, most of the workers is Israelites, Mexicans, and blacks. And then you got your Asians and your Chinese, your Africans, but you don't see a lot of white people. And if you do, they the head. You feel me? They the head honchos in that motherfucker. Okay, but it says he delivered his strength into captivity and his glory into the enemy's hands. That's why we can't walk around here like having that spirit of, man, we on top, man. You know what I'm saying? Or having that spirit of that big, strong, bold spirit. You feel me? Like, cause we know, end of the day, like, we not on top, cause we know that this is the wickedest. This is the wickedest kingdom. Okay, and even the ones that ain't in the truth, they can have that certain pride on them or whatever, but all that get knocked down. Man, my bitch tripping, man. I gotta turn myself in 5 days, man. I gotta pay 10,000 for this, man. You know what I'm saying? So everything in this world is a constant knockdown throughout trials and tribulations, whether you're in the truth or not. You know what I'm saying? It's built to knock you down if you're Israelite. And that's why he said he delivered his strength into captivity, because we're his strength. And at the same time, that goes, yeah, basically, we're the Lord's strength. You feel me? We're his army. Well, he's our strength actually, but we're his army. And it was really talking about when he says deliver his strength into captivity and his glory into the enemy's hands. Okay, so yeah, that's talking about all the strength and glory that we had. It's Israel. And then go on to Isaiah chapter 5 verse 13. Therefore, my people are going into captivity because they have no knowledge. Right? We don't. I've said this plenty of times before, and I know I ain't the only one. We don't care about the Bible. We claim it's a white man's book, and we might listen to a few 2-3 scriptures a motherfucker say, and then it's just over, and then in one ear out the other. Motherfucker back to what they doing. They don't give a fuck. Okay, the Lord tell you we are going into captivity simply because what? Because they have no knowledge. They despise knowledge, like Hosea chapter 4 and 6 say. And their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. Right. Honorable men, you know what I'm saying? And like I was going over with the Akims, a few days ago when we was doing our forum, in the truth, we're considered the honorable men because, we come under in the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But it ain't a lot of us out there. There's only gonna be 144,000 people saved. And you be like, well, that's a lot. Okay, well, it's over 1 billion people on this earth. Over 6 billion people on this earth. And I can imagine the Israelites take up at least 1 billion of that. So 144,000 out of 1 billion, this is not a lot. That's why it says our honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. Because what's that thirst? Thirst for this truth, for the word. They don't receive that. They despise knowledge. They lack knowledge. And they always looking for answers out here. Man, how I'm going to do this, man? How I'm going to do that, man? I just need guidance, man. I wish somebody just show me the ropes, man. Show me what it is, man. I'm tired of having to go through everything in life by my own. And, man, guess what? You got a whole book for your ass. A life lesson book, history book. All them good things, all in one. And you don't want to listen to it. You really listen to your favorite rapper talking about how he going to get it out the mud and rob a nigga for what he want if he go broke. And, yeah, man, I'm on the same shit. And then, yeah, dead, or you in jail for 15 years to life. Man, where I go wrong at, man? You was living wrong, you feel me? That's why I say our people are going into captivity because they have no knowledge. Okay? You go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28. You go into the curses. We have the blessings, following the laws, keeping the laws, and, serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But most of our people, especially 2/3, gonna see the curses. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. So we're gonna go through that again. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. That's why motherfuckers be at these temporary ass jobs where they kick your ass, tell you to leave if you just fuck up one time. That's why motherfuckers making $15, $16 to $20 an hour. And man, I'm just always going broke at the end of the week. They gonna have us on that paycheck to paycheck system. It's all systematic, man. And you would be like, okay, well, why the Lord? You know what I'm saying? Why he got it through it? Why he letting all this happen? Cause he going out for how we playing. You feel me? He ain't put us here just to say, okay, do what you want to do and I got you. No, he ain't do that. He said, do what I tell you to do and I got you. And a lot of people don't do that. So that's why we curse in the city and curse in the field, okay? Where we at? You know, so I can name some things I done went through, man. Oh, man, I just bought a new pair of car keys and now I lost this one, man. Or somebody threw my shit away at work, you know what I'm saying? Or, man, woo. And I can only imagine what other, man, I just wrecked my new Challenger, man. I just got, man. I know I was doing donuts out in the parking lot, man, but that ain't no gonna happen like that. Man, you know what I'm saying? Baby, put me on child support, man. I was just fucking with her last week. What happened, man? You know, all these things, man. Cause like I say, a lot of it's systematic, and then a lot of it's just wickedness. You feel me? And so if you go off, the Lord gonna if you perform unrighteous acts, the Lord gonna recompense that on your head. Curse shall be thy basket and thy store, right? And motherfuckers, that's why you see a lot of people, you know, inflation happening. I bet, you know, I know what I got, you know, what I buy every week and it's working for me. But I know a lot of motherfuckers, especially with these big families, 4, 5, 6 people in the household, you know, they pantries looking empty, their refrigerators looking empty, you feel me? Prices going up, and people making the same amount of money. Motherfuckers ain't out here prices going up and paychecks going up. No, that ain't how it's working. Okay, all these curses we gonna be seeing, man. Especially everybody gonna see them, but you either gonna have to go through them because you're unrighteous, or you're gonna be able to live through them and be protected from them. It's for those righteous, you know, the hopeful elect. That's what we waiting on. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm waiting on. That's what I'm hoping for. Just doing the works, you know, staying strong in this truth. Curse shall be the fruit of thy body, which goes to your kids, and the fruit of thy land, which goes to what you have, your portion, you know what I'm saying, your lot. That's why a lot of motherfuckers, man, I want to be a homeowner by 30, and it's not going to happen. I want to be, you know, I want to have whatever about 40, and it's not going to happen. Why? Because you going off, you know what I'm saying, you ain't even living lawful. Not by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's law. You doing what the fuck you want to do. Curse shall be thy, let's see. Curse shall be the increase of thy kind, and kind means is KINE, domestic animals. Motherfuckers ain't heard all these, man. We gonna in 10 years, man. We gonna build a village, man. We gonna go out here and motherfucking we gonna make gardens and our own little plot of land, and you see a lot of people in the truth saying this, okay? And we gonna have 100 flocks of sheep and 100 cows and 67 chickens, whatever. And you'll be like, oh, you speaking on them, they doing something good for the community. Why you hating? Why you talking about that ain't gonna work? Well, it's not gonna work. Why? Because we'll be able to do all that in the kingdom, our kingdom. We're not in our kingdom right now. We're in the kingdom of Esau. So as much money, whatever land, property shares you want to get and put into that, and you and 20 other aquas, whatever, you still got pesticides coming out of the sky on them crops. You still got a motherfucking, we in the middle of a fucking pandemic. So if you even think that's about to work, you know what I'm saying? Starting it up, good luck. Because, you know, the Lord said he had all that stored for us in the kingdom of heaven. You feel me? And like, it's not hate. And it's not saying that ain't gonna work, you know what I'm saying? Or just to hell with it, because everybody gonna do what they want to do in life. But at the same time, you have to understand that a lot of this shit might not work. You know what I'm saying? And if it does go wrong, you know why. Because of these curses, man. And this ain't our kingdom, like I said. And the flocks of our sheep, okay? Now, let's see. We got 1, 2 out the way, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we got this last article. last article. Seeing some shit like this, you be like, wow, like surprised, but then again, it's like we in the last days, so what you expect? 24 indicted in Georgia case that feds call modern day slavery, with over 100 migrants freed. In Georgia, a grand jury indicted 12 dozen people involved in what police call modern slavery, with the case of organized crime ring that exploited the H-2A visa program for migrant workers after more than 100 were freed from working in hard labor. Workers from Mexico, Guatemala, and Honduras to enter the U.S. And that's all the Northern Kingdom. You got Issachar, and you got go to the tribe chart real quick. That's Issachar, and that's Guatemala. I want to say Asher, maybe Zebulon as well. You know, I got the names written down. I ain't have what we went with, but for the most part, that's the Northern Kingdom. Modern day slavery. Imagine that. Modern day. We already in mental slavery. Motherfuckers back in physical slavery. And y'all talking about reparations, and this shit still going on. I can forget that. Come on now. Authorities said the defendants earned $200 million by bringing migrant workers into the U.S. to work as agricultural workers in horrendous conditions. The federal program requires they be paid fairly, often $10 to $12 an hour, but instead were paid little to no money. And y'all want reparations. They still got some of our people in slavery, physical slavery. Let's see. Okay. Started Psalms chapter 83, verse 3 to 5. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. And that's true. About these bathroom what? Let me get some. Hello. Shalom. Oh, no, you good. I'm doing my lesson right now. Give me about like 15 minutes. I got you. Alright. Shalom. So like you on that, man. What you getting? I'm gonna pause this and I'll get right back with y'all. Hold on. Alright, so like you on that. But we'll see where we're. Okay, Psalm chapter 83, verse 3 to 5. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being your nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. Yeah, a lot of people's waking up, nowadays, but for the most part, it's not a remembrance no more. I can't just go to work and motherfucker be talking to, yeah, well, you Israelite. Motherfucker be like, what? Man, what the fuck is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because why? Our people, they have been cut off. It says, let us cut them off from being a nation. And they've taken plenty of numerous counts, crafty counsel against us in everyday life, you know what I'm saying? Financial and mental and all that, man. They know that they put these little celebrities out here with the guns and the video and the ass shaking and all. They know we gonna feed into that, you know what I'm saying? They know they put this GMO ass food out here and all this frozen ass food out here and these candy bars for $1 and shit like that and $2, and they know we gonna feed into that. We gonna get, we gonna get all into that. We gonna buy it, consume it, and we're gonna get fucked up out of it, get fat, diabetes, heart attacks, strokes, all that. You know what I'm saying? They know all that. They know what they doing out here. That's the whole reason we going through this pandemic right now. Crafty counsel. Feel me? I ain't gonna even speak too much on that. for they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee, right? So they against us. They've always been against us. Oh, I thought it said resume. I thought I wasn't even recording again. I was just like, fuck. They've always been against us, you know what I'm saying? Righteous versus unrighteous. So it ain't no reparations. That goes back to the title. Don't look for reparations. Against somebody that's always gonna be against you. When we go down to, let's see. You go to okay, verse 14. Hold on. It's Isaiah chapter 5, verse 14. Therefore hell hath enlarged herself and opened her mouth without measure, and their glory and their multitude and their pomp, and he that rejoiceth shall descend into it. So like I was saying, man, with the arguments, like, hell ain't no motherfucking pit under the earth where you go and burn for the rest of your life. No, we in physical, mental, and spiritual hell right now. It says, therefore hell hath enlarged herself and opened her mouth without measure, right? And don't digest it and spit out and chew up and spit out again every single person that's Israelite on this earth. Because look what we got to go through, man. We've been beaten down, trodden down. We at the weakest point we ever been. Motherfuckers can't stop smoking and drinking. Motherfuckers can't stop committing adultery. You know, I can't. I remember one nigga. I can't go. Man, I can never live without pussy. You sound like a pussy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we've been beaten down, man. We'll see Isaiah chapter 47, verse 6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into the hand. Thou didst show them no mercy upon the ancient. Thou hast very heavily laid thy yoke. And that's going into Yahweh Shah, putting us into the hands of the wicked. They just beating our ass, man. They, you know what I'm saying? It's like you go to school, you know, and your teacher say you're gonna be suspended, or your assistant principal say I'm gonna suspend you for 2 days. And then your principal come the next day and be like, hell no. He got the whole semester suspended. You like, fuck, how? You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how this is going for us, man. We put into the hands of the wicked, and they took total control and advantage over that. And man, they who they are, who they say, and who they are, the wicked. You know what I'm saying? That's why they treat us like they do. That's why they have us hemmed up and fucked up in positions and predicaments in life to where we just feel like we want to give up and we ain't got no chance. You know what I'm saying? Well, man, life ain't built for life, man. You know, but on the flip side, you know, a lot of brothers and sisters out there waking back up, getting into the spirit. You know, getting into the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, doing what we know is right, changing our lives around, being circumspect out here. You know, fearing the Lord. Because the beginning of wisdom is fear of the Lord, you feel me? Doing what, like I say, man, doing what the fuck we know is right. We trying to get up out of here. We trying to get up on them chariots, man. Come on now. We know about that. We trying to get that one-way trip out of this motherfucker when it's blowing up. The only way you're going to do that is continuously, wholeheartedly following the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. And, man, just repenting, man. Turn your life back around to that, to the faith. So with that, we're going to end it. We're giving all glory, all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, God of Israel, to the 12 tribes of Israel, blacks, Latins, and Native Americans. Don't look for reparations. Look for the truth, okay? With that, shalom.